A number of companies are joining forces to put pressure on Apple and other App Store operators to change the rules. The big-name companies leading the charge include Fortnite maker Epic Games, Spotify, and Tinder owner Match Group. The group filed as a non-profit called the Coalition for App Fairness. And among their complaints and demands, the companies accuse app stores of collecting excessive commissions from software makers and giving unfair advantages to their own products. Now, the coalition will push for legal and regulatory changes. Becky.
Joe, you heard this yesterday when we had Barry Diller on. He laid it out. And, of course, with Match Group, that's one of the entities that's been so angry about this. He said to charge 30% simply for having the privilege of putting it on the App Store. That's why he thinks regulation is going to change that. He said Apple's usually a good player, but in this case, he thinks they're just not. That it's
two days ago. 2 days ago.
Was it 2 days ago? Woo.
Groundhog Day.
All running together here.
I come out on the other side of this, I think, as you know, which is to say that by the way, regulators are going to do something to Apple. But what I still don't understand about this is a product built by Apple. It's a market that didn't exist before Apple built the phone. They never changed the price ever. So it's not like they somehow got market share and then started gouging people. It's been 30% from the beginning. You could be upset about it if you want. But these companies decided they wanted to effectively make a particular, specific, almost white label style product for this phone. It would be like it would be like if you were a supplier to an automobile maker, and then somehow you decided that you were upset about the deal you have with the automobile maker. I find it very.
I go back and forth on this, Andrew. I'm kind of like John Ford here. I'm kind of like John Ford here because I can convince myself of both sides of the argument. I would compare it maybe to like a Walmart or something. Like the Walmart can choose to mark up the product. And Barry Diller made this point, too. He said in the end, it means higher prices for consumers because the markup gets added into the price for the consumer. But the same thing happens at any retail place. If you are, here's my on the other hand. Yay, irate. If you're Walmart, you get to decide how much you mark up the products that you're putting there. And that's essentially what they're doing. It's a 30% markup. These companies that are the apps, the guys that are doing it, and you can make the argument that, hey, you shouldn't be allowed to mark something up 30%, but you're the retailer. You own the idea. You can mark it up by however much you want, and then the customer can decide whether to buy that or not. However, Apple now has so many people that it controls that market. And if you're not in front of the Apple phone users, you're not going to go very far.